Howdy. Good evening, and everyone please be seated and be comfortable. Your Excellencies, Ministers of the Diplomatic Corps, honored guests, esteemed colleagues, students, graduates, families, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 8th commencement ceremony for Texas A&M University at Qatar. My name is Mark Weichold. It's my privilege to serve as the Dean and CEO of Texas A&M University at Qatar. It is my pleasure to welcome you here tonight for the commencement exercises. It's an honor to have you here tonight to see these remarkable young people receive their university degrees. This graduating class is especially significant because our 600th graduate will walk across the stage sometime tonight. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for your support of Texas A&M at Qatar. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Mahmoud El-Touni, class of 2015, to present the national anthems of the state of Qatar and the United States of America. Mahmoud.
Please stand for the national anthems of the state of Qatar and the United States of America.
Please be seated. We are honored tonight to have with us many distinguished guests whom I would like to recognize at this time. If you would, please hold your applause until all of our special guests have been introduced. First, I would like to introduce His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saleh Al Sada, Minister of Energy and Industry, and Chairman of the Texas A&M University of Qatar Joint Advisory Board. Our keynote speaker, the Honorable Dana Shell Smith, United States Ambassador to Qatar. Distinguished guests and colleagues representing Qatar Foundation and Hamad bin Khalifa University, Mr. Hamad Muhammad Al-Khwari, Managing Director, Qatar Science and Technology Park, and member of the Texas A&M University of Qatar Joint Advisory Board. Representing the Texas A&M University Association of Former Students, Mr. John Campbell, class of 1995. Members of the Texas A&M University of Qatar Joint Advisory Board, members of the Texas A&M and Qatar Administrative Leadership. Also on stage are the faculty who instructed and advised and counseled tonight's graduates during their years at Texas A&M at Qatar. Will the members of the faculty please stand? Representing our students are Ms. Dina Khalid El Sayed Mahmoud, Mr. Omar Suleiman Khan, the elected student speaker for the graduating class, and you've already met Mr. Mahmoud Mohammed Mahmoud El-Tuni. Please join me in recognizing the members of the stage party. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Campbell. John is a member of the Doha Aggie Club and will be speaking tonight on behalf of the Association of Former Students. John?
Thank you, Dean Weichold. Howdy, Aggies. On behalf of the Association of Former Students and the more than 417,000 former students in the worldwide Aggie network, I congratulate each one of you on your graduation. This evening's ceremony marks the end of one of the chapters in your life, but also offers an exciting new beginning. In the beginning of your life as a former student of Texas A&M University. As you walk across this stage tonight, you earn much more than your diploma. You inherit a 139-year legacy of benevolence that is admired across the globe, a legacy of pride and commitment that comes with being a former student of Texas A&M and a member of the world's premier alumni association. Through their faithful generosity, our loyal and dedicated former students have created, nurtured, and preserved a proud alumni association that provides critical and tangible financial support to our university, support in measures neither matched nor rivaled by any other alumni group. As you join the ranks of our former students, I urge you to do your part to uphold the noble tradition of service and support established and carried on by generations of Aggies who came before us. And now, graduates, it is my distinct honor and personal privilege to officially induct you into the Association of Former Students at Texas A&M University. Will the degree candidates please rise? The association you inherit today was founded and exists to promote the interest and welfare of Texas A&M and to perpetuate the ties of camaraderie formed during college days. It is my privilege to officially induct and welcome you into the Association of Former Students of Texas A&M University. To signify this important transition, I ask each of you to take a moment and look at your Aggie ring. As Aggies, we are defined by a profound spirit and core values of excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. Our ring is representation of those values and reminder of the vast Aggie network to which we all belong. Since earning your Aggie ring, your class year and the majestic eagle on the crest have faced you. I now ask each of you to remove your ring and turn it such that your class year faces outward for all the world to see. This simple act is a symbolic first step towards your future as graduate and former student at Texas A&M. As you take this step, please know that you are not alone. Just as the eagle stands proudly behind your class year, standing behind you now and always are your outstanding education, the core values instilled in you while a student at Texas A&M, and our worldwide Aggie network. Our incredible network and those timeless values will remain with you wherever your journey may lead and will serve you well throughout your lifetime. In years to come, as you look upon your Aggie ring or those Aggies you'll encounter at home and around the globe, remember the responsibility you each have to conduct our lives in accordance with the values represented in the ring. Your days on campus may be behind you, but many years of making a difference together with Texas A&M is ahead. Tonight, you join the ranks of hundreds of thousands of former students recognized for their uncommon loyalty and unmatched generosity to your alma mater. It is now your time to continue that legacy. Graduates, you are now and forever Texas Aggie. In closing, thank you for all you will do for Aggies who will follow in your footsteps. Future generations of Aggies are counting on you. Congratulations again, and gig 'em Aggies. You may be seated.
Thank you, John. Our commencement speaker this evening is the Honorable Dana Shell Smith, the United States Ambassador to Qatar. She presented her credentials to His Highness the Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani on 8th of September last year and has been serving in Doha ever since. Previously, she served as the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs from 2011 to 2014 and as the Deputy Assistant Secretary for International Media. Prior to her assignments in the Bureau of Public Affairs, Ambassador Smith was the department's regional Arabic language spokesperson in Dubai. She served in a number of positions, including Senior Advisor to the Director General and overseas tours of duty in Taipei, Amman, Tel Aviv, Gaza, and Cairo. Ambassador Smith is a career member of the Senior Foreign Service and speaks Arabic, Chinese, Spanish, and Hebrew, and English. She is a graduate of the University of California at San Diego. Ambassador, we are honored by your attendance this evening. It is my privilege to invite you to the podium to share some inspiration with our new Aggie engineers. Ambassador.
Good evening. I realize now I'm supposed to greet you all by saying, howdy, Aggies. Howdy. I like that. And this is one place where I can say, hey, you Nabi, right? Because you guys are Nabi. Thank you, Dean Weicholt. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor to be here tonight to celebrate the graduation of these exceptional students. And with each of the many graduations I've attended this week, I'm struck by the incredible achievements of Education City, thanks to the vision of Her Highness Sheikh Moza and the hard work of so many people. To the graduates, congratulations. You have worked very hard to get here, and you should feel very proud of your accomplishments. And I was very impressed with your spirit at the convocation the other night. When you guys started cheering, I realized I picked the right university to speak at. And to the families of the graduates, thank you. Thank you for the sacrifices you have made and the support you have given to help your child, your grandchild, brother, sister, cousin, niece, or nephew to reach this point. You have given them the ultimate gift, the gift of education. You've all been working hard over the past 4 years, striving to excel, reaching for those perfect scores, and now you are leaving here with one of the most important privileges in today's world, a privilege only 1 in 15 adults on earth can claim, a college degree. And yours isn't just any old degree. It's a degree in engineering from one of the world's premier educational institutions. The wealth of knowledge you've gained through your years here at Texas A&M is something of priceless value that no one can ever take away from you. Today, I'm sure you're all thinking about what a nice break it will be to sleep in tomorrow with no homework, no exams hanging over your head, and the world spread out before you. It's true what they say. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You deserve a breather, and by all means, you should sleep in tomorrow. Then it's time to get up and start to think about how to use this incredible gift you've earned. Some of you might travel, some might go straight to a job, and some of you may be crazy or dedicated enough to go back to school. Whatever your path, I'd like to share with you today a few of the lessons I've picked up along the way since my own graduation quite a long time ago. The knowledge you have gained comes with responsibility to your community and to future generations. With your skills and experience in understanding how the world works, you not only have the ability to make the world a better place, you have a responsibility to do so. We all do, with whatever gifts or abilities we have. The world today faces so many challenges, and I know that in this region you don't need me to tell you that. But it's not just conflict or political strife. From climate change to desertification, diminishing energy supplies to new and old diseases, there are so many problems out there needing to be solved, and so many of them are going to be solved by engineers. Embrace these challenges. They will be your greatest opportunities in life. And although you won't always find the solutions right away, you will learn so much more about life, about the world, and about yourselves simply by trying. My grandmother used to tell me that eventually everyone gets a kick in the pants. She meant that to say that no one is lucky enough to get a whole life long with no hardship and no setbacks. There will be obstacles along the way. Many of you have already overcome obstacles to get here and to get this far in your life. What is most important is how you face your obstacles. Do you let them define you? Or do you find a way to maintain humor, humanity, and inspiration in spite of them? As engineers, you are already familiar with problem solving, and you already know the satisfaction that comes from facing a seemingly insurmountable problem and finding a process for moving through it. Apply that same approach to your life when you hit bumps in the road. Find a way to bring meaning to your life, whether through family, your work, or your community. If you are very lucky, you will have some of each. I always tell people on my team that at the end of our lives, no one will remember a particular memo you wrote or a meeting you attended, but they will remember the kind of person that you were. Our families will remember how much we loved and nurtured. And if we are very lucky, we will be remembered for a contribution to something larger than ourselves. It is up to you to figure out what that contribution will be, where the meaning will come from, and how you are going to seek it. Make your own luck. We can't all be born with perfect health, large bank accounts, or other advantages and opportunities. But just like everyone eventually gets kicked in the pants, everyone also has skills and abilities. You decide each day the kind of person you are going to be. You decide what chances to take, and it is up to you to grab the opportunities. Be bold. Follow your heart and pursue your dreams. When I graduated from college, I didn't have a grand vision for my life. Very few young people do. All I knew was that I wanted to travel in the Middle East, learn Arabic, and make the world a better place. That was what led me to take the Foreign Service exam, which is how you become an American diplomat. I never imagined that I would pass the exam, and I certainly didn't imagine that 25 years later I would be standing here as an ambassador, much less to the great state of Qatar. It hasn't always been an easy ride, personally or professionally. I knew vaguely that I wanted to be a mother and a wife, but to my mother's great dismay, I never really thought about how that would happen when I was moving every few years. I didn't plan each assignment. I just took opportunities and as they came and sought assignments in places I wanted to be, with jobs I was interested in doing. If someone had said to me, "You're going to show up to an office every day for the next 25 years, working for the same organization, you're going to move 10 times in those 25 years, sometimes you're going to love your job, and sometimes you're going to hate it. No one can tell you whether you'll find a man you love, and if you do, how will you manage to be a mother along with this crazy globe-trotting career?" I would have been way too scared to become a diplomat. But put another way, every few years I've been able to have an incredible new adventure in Egypt, in Gaza, in Jordan, in Taiwan, in Dubai, and here in Qatar, and sometimes in what we call our ultimate hardship post, Washington, D.C. I have met incredible people in so many amazing places, and many of them I count as lifelong friends. I got to learn Arabic and Chinese too, something I never imagined or anticipated doing. While I have sometimes loved and sometimes hated my job, I have almost always thought it was a job worth doing. And the man that I met doing something I loved has been a far better husband and life partner than one I might have found any other way. A life well lived is made up of all of these things: the ones you plan, the ones you don't, and the decisions that you make. Don't be limited by your own expectations or by other people's expectations of you. Some of you may already have your whole life planned out already, and some of you may be sitting there grasping the seat in front of you, praying that you won't get thrown off this roller coaster yet because you have no idea where to go next. Don't panic. Both of those are perfectly normal. But whether you have every day for the next 20 years scheduled, or you have no idea what you'll be doing tomorrow, besides sleeping, don't let the unexpected pass you by. The world is a much bigger place than any of us can imagine. There will be so many adventures that will come your way that you've never dreamed of. Sometime down the road, life will grab you by the shoulders and say, "Come with me, we'll have a fabulous adventure." Do it. Go along for the ride. Learn everything you can from the journey. And even if it doesn't work out in the end, you'll still have gone somewhere new, learned something new, and grown as a person through the experience. Much like my career as a diplomat, your careers will be built around exploration and discovery, around asking that quintessential question in our lives: why? As you dive into the study of how the world around us works and how to do things better, remember to apply that same thirst for knowledge to the rest of your life as well. Just like Thomas Edison found 1,000 wrong ways to make a light bulb before he found one right way, so too must we all make our way through this world, blindly at first, but then, when inspiration finally dawns, confidently, in the glow of our own discoveries and the glow of the lives we make. Thank you, and Mabruk, class of 2015.
Thank you again, Ambassador, for joining us this evening and for the wisdom that you've offered to our graduates. And now, I'm going to ask Dr. Iyad Masad, Executive Associate Dean at Texas A&M University at Qatar, to come forward.
It's my privilege to ask all candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees to rise. Dean Weichel, based upon the recommendation of the faculty of Texas A&M University at Qatar, I certify that these candidates have fulfilled all the academic requirements for the Master of Science and Bachelor of Science degrees. I'm honored to present them to you for the awarding of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculties of this university, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, of the Texas A&M University system and by the state of Texas, I hereby confer upon you individually the degree to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Hassan Esbazi, Assistant Dean for Research and Graduate Studies and Interim Program Chair for Petroleum Engineering, please to come forward and announce the names of our graduates.
Will Dr. Ken Hall, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Studies, please come forward?
Will the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Chemical Engineering please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
ظبي محمد صقر الحسن المهندي. ميشيل لين دي ليما. هاجر فرزانة. صفوان منير غنام. هالة عبد الرحمن مدني حسن. زكريا أزهر عثمان. أسماء سعدية شودري. محمد أحمد محمود طه. Will Dr. Patrick Linke, Program Chair for Chemical Engineering, please come forward?
Will the degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Graduating magna cum laude, Ayat Ihad Abdul Rahman. Graduating magna cum laude, Basant Ahmad Mukhtar Ahmad. Graduating magna cum laude, Rima Hassan Muhammad Al-Asfar. Graduating cum laude, Ali Ibrahim Ali Abdullah Al-Imadi. مريم عبد السلام حسن عبد الكريم العمادي. إيمان علي حمد علي القاشوطي. خالد أحمد علي عبد الله الصايغ. أسماء يوسف يعقوب أحمد اليعقوب. سارة عبد الرحمن اليافعي. فاطمة سعيد عطية ردة الزهراني. رزان بيش. Graduating magna cum laude, Muhammad Hafiz. تالا عبدو كاتبي. عمر سليمان خان. دينا خالد السيد محمود. فرح طارق مرتضى. Graduating summa cum laude, تالا مازن رفقة. ناديلة عبد الله محمود سالم. This is a long one, so be patient. Graduating magna cum laude, معاذ أحمد عبد القادر عبد الخالق عبد السلام سلام. Graduating cum laude, محمد سامي فرج حبيب سليمان. نساء زكية زهرة علم الدين. Will Dr. Haytham Abu Rub, Program Chair for Electrical Engineering, please come forward?
Will the degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Abdullah Ibrahim Ahmed. عبد الرحمن مسفر علي آل دواس الحبابي. حمد راشد ناصر آل فهيد الهاجري. إسراء عبد الله إبراهيم الحج علي. Graduating cum laude عيسى بن علي بن دعلوج الكبيسي. سعد غانم سيف آل سيف الكواري. سارة حسن راشد المهندي. Graduating magna cum laude Abdullah Hamad Hmoud Hamad القحطاني. Graduating cum laude فرح عمران حسين الصفدي. وضحى بنت أحمد علي سعود آل ثاني. Graduating cum laude ناصر سلطان ناصر حمد اليعربي. صالحة يوسف عيد ربيعة الزراع. عائشة حسن خليفة عيسى. Graduating cum laude سامر فياض. Graduating summa cum laude, Yusuf Mustafa Ftouni. Yasmin Tariq Hussein. Al-Khansa Kosa. Sayyid Burham Muhajirani. Graduating magna cum laude, Ahmad Adil Muhammad Yusuf. Graduating cum laude, Fayyad Shahid. Mahmoud Muhammad Al-Tuni. Will Dr. Vijay Panshang, Program Chair for Mechanical Engineering, please come forward?
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise and please come forward to receive your degrees?
Graduating magna cum laude, Mansoor Ali Abbas. Graduating magna cum laude, Firas Abi Saleh. Muhammad Sayyid Hassan Ali Abu Hadid. موسى عبد الله ابو حليقه. Graduating magna cum laude, Mustafa Muhammad Usama Abu Saada. محمد رائد شوقي الرمحي. أشرف عماد محمد الشعراوي. Graduating cum laude, إبراهيم علي يوسف العالي. أحمد بن خميس بن أحمد الزامل الكواري. أحمد علي مبارك علي الكواري. عبد الرحمن بن ناصر بن مهنا الجبارة الرماحي. Graduating summa cum laude, Muhammad Ayoub. Graduating magna cum laude, Bahir Hisham Ahmad Kamal Azzam. Graduating magna cum laude, Asadullah Farid. Graduating magna cum laude, Muhammad Hussein Qamari. Muhammad Dhafar Kamil Faiz. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you our graduate number 600, the graduating cum laude Ziyad Samir Muhammad Al-Khayyat. Graduating cum laude Muhammad Hassan Muhammad Khurasani. Graduating magna cum laude Gita Ditya Mondal. Graduating cum laude Sayyid Zuhair Hussein Nakfi. Elina Orais. Graduating magna cum laude Ayman Nqula Yamin. Will Dr. Iyad Masad please present the degrees this evening for petroleum engineering?
Will the degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Ahmad Abdul Rauf. Ahmad Muhammad Ahmad Buhamra. هيا رشيد منصور رشيد البرشيد. صالح يوسف صالح الحر. مها علي جاسم محمد الخليفي. مها هاني عبد الله الخزاعي. نورة محمد يوسف الجهام الكواري. خلود محمد مرزوق محمد المريخي. حصة ناصر عبد الله النعمة. مها فيصل الصايغ. فاطمة التاجر. Graduating summa cum laude أحمد عبد القادر عمرة. منى ميسر القطامي. Last but not least, جنى نهاد محفوظ.
If you would, I would ask for a few moments of personal comments. After 8.5 years of very good times here in Doha, Qatar, I've decided to leave and go back to the main campus. I'm going back to resume my life as a professor of electrical engineering. And without a doubt, it's a time of very mixed emotions. My time here for 8+ years has been very good. I've made good friends, good relationships, and it's going to be sad to leave. But I'm going to transition to some new opportunities in College Station. Thank you. I think about the early involvement that I had going back to 2002 when we made the first visit over here and we heard directly from Her Highness Sheikha Mosa bint Nasser. Heard her vision for the branch campuses, her ideas for the standards, for the experiences, for the curriculum, for the admissions, and so forth. But especially, I heard her talk about the importance of these branch campuses and the educational opportunities here for bridging cultures. And I'd like to think that Texas A&M played a role in that, in achieving that vision and making her vision a reality. My arrival here as a dean, we began a transition from a startup phase to the steady state. We experienced a lot of growth, a lot of evolution, and frankly, a lot has changed since then with Texas A&M University as well as with Qatar Foundation. But throughout it all, we have been here for our students. We believe we provide the best engineering education, but beyond the science, the math, and the technology, Texas A&M tries to educate the whole person. We believe that we are educating and producing leaders in engineering. And today I'd like to take just a few minutes to acknowledge everyone who's made my time in Doha special. First, to the many staff members at Texas A&M in Qatar. You play an essential role. You serve students, the faculty and fellow staff members. You provide the valuable support to ensure our students and the faculty can thrive here. Thank you to the staff. It's been a privilege to have you as been a part of my team. To the faculty, you are the foundation of Texas A&M at Qatar. You're the backbone. You provide the educational environment that is Texas A&M at Qatar. You're on the front line. You set our standards in the classroom. You expect rigor. You instill a work ethic. You engage in research. And you instill our core values of excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and service. The faculty here have many, many outstanding accomplishments in research, engagement, teaching, and learning, but the one accomplishment that I would like to focus on is their reputation for being a caring faculty. Thank you, faculty. You've changed the landscape of higher education in Qatar. Texas A&M at Qatar would not be where it is today without you. And to the students, you are why we are here. I'm very proud of the graduates here tonight. You embody the Aggie spirit. That's right. You embody the Aggie spirit, you exemplify the Aggie engineer, and you have proved that it's possible to transplant the specialness of being an Aggie. The Texas A&M degrees that are conferred on you tonight represent many hard years of work and dedication on the part of some very talented young people committed to achieving your goals. I share your happiness tonight and your excitement, and I commend you on receiving the degrees to which you so richly deserve. I know this rising generation of engineering leaders in front of me today will continue to excel in everything that you do, just as you have done so in getting here. However, my challenge to each of you is to find your passion and then use that passion to make a difference in Qatar, in the region, and in the world. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank my family, my wife Judy, my sons Carl and Kurt and their wives, and my sister. Without their support, it would not have been possible for me to have had such a wonderful experience over here. So what's next? Well, for Texas A&M at Qatar, it's continuity. If you've been around academia for any period of time, there is a certain rhythm that is established. After me, an outstanding dean will take over. An outstanding freshman class is on the doorstep. Students will be returning in the fall. Colleagues and co-workers will be returning in the fall. In short, learning continues, research continues, engagement continues, operations continue. I honestly don't think you're going to miss the dean at all. What's next? What's next for me? Well, I'm going back to be an active faculty member once again. I'm very excited to work once again with students and to teach. And a little confession, the last time that I taught a class was the spring of 1998. So I've got some learning to do myself. But I want to remain involved in Texas A&M and Qatar in whatever way I can, whatever way is helpful, either here or in College Station, and I look forward to that opportunity. In closing, to the students, to the faculty, and to the staff, you have enriched me. I've learned much from you, and I've benefited from you. But more importantly, each of you in your own way has embraced the Texas A&M at Qatar vision and mission. You've made Texas A&M at Qatar a known and respected institution, and you've made Texas A&M a true and valued member of the community. You have much to be proud of, personally, professionally, and institutionally. I cannot be prouder myself of everything that you have done for and on behalf of Texas A&M. It's been an honor to have been here with you for these 8 years. I'll always remember and cherish my times here, the accomplishments, the milestones, but most especially my many dear friends and the relationships. In each of you, the students, faculty, and staff, I am very confident that I'm leaving Texas A&M and Qatar in good, capable, and caring hands. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. At this time, I have the honor of introducing one of Texas A&M's newest former students. Mr. Omar Suleiman Khan was selected by his peers in the graduating class to represent them as student speaker this evening. Omar.
Thank you. Before I formally begin, I would like everyone here to know that I have given this speech the same priority and importance that each member of the class of 2015 has given to their final exams, class projects, and even senior design. So late last night I began. I would like to warn you all that at some point this speech will become cheesy, corny, and cliched. But come to think of it, everything about graduation is cheesy, corny, and, well, quite cliched, so I think I'm safe. All right, let's begin. Honored guests, Your Excellencies, members of the faculty, friends, and family, thank you all for being here tonight. When I first sat down to write this speech, meaning last night, I stared at a blank page for nearly an hour because I honestly had no idea where to start. To get some inspiration, I even read the top 100 graduation speeches on Wikipedia. Because as any student here can tell you, even with all the fancy library tools available to us, Wikipedia has to be our first stop, always. This was followed up by a routine tea time run for some karak and malabia, and then I was back in 106. And I was freaking out now. You see, the problem was that there was no way I could put 4 incredible years into a few minutes worth of words. However, I realized what I could do, what I wanted to do, was at a time address a specific group of people. So like a true engineer, I took a large design and isolated one body at a time. First of all, to our professors, you have not made these 4 years easy. But we are forever grateful for your guidance and wisdom. Thank you for accepting the importance of making mistakes. Thank you for not freaking out when you realized early in our senior year that we had largely forgotten everything you had taught us in the previous 3. I know we still haven't grasped some of the lessons you tried to teach us, both the lessons in books and the lessons of humanity. In time we will, and we will have you to thank for it. No amount of gratitude is enough to appreciate your immense service to our lives. Thank you. Secondly, our friends. Where do I even begin? In time, that is, assuming we already haven't, we'll have forgotten the laws of Newton and thermodynamics. But the time we spent together is immortalized in memory forever. As an international student coming here for the very first time, thank you for making me feel like I was home after all. Thank you for those late-night walks on the green spine and those Hal Istanbul runs during all-nighters we would immediately regret afterwards. Thank you for saying yes to plans you definitely should have said no to, and for always standing by when things took a turn for the worse. Thank you for endless laughter, for bravery, and for being closer than family. I feel like this is the perfect moment for a Drake quote. I live for the nights that I won't remember with the people that I won't forget. You have made these 4 years absolutely worth it, and I would not change a thing. Love and family, Oksimbala. I come now to the proud parents sitting here before me. Yes, be proud. Be proud today of the extraordinary men and women you have raised, who are not only smart students, but also good people. With all the evil engulfing the world around us, we don't just need more engineers, more doctors, and more accountants. We need good people, badly. Thank you for the guidance, the panicked phone calls, the words of comfort and truth, and most of all, thank you for all your money. I want to make a special shout out to two very special people. My own parents who have flown here from Lahore, Pakistan to see me graduate today. You were there to pick me up the first time I tried to walk and I fell. And even after all this time, your hands have been there whenever I've needed to hold them. I will never stop trying to make you proud. Thank you. And now, last but certainly not the least, I speak directly to you, class of 2015. What a journey it has been. So many times we've been told that we are the leaders of tomorrow. But look around you. Tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is today. From today, we go out into the world and we lead. But I ask of you, in your pursuit of achieving greatness, to never forget the importance of being kind, to laugh generously with people, to take somebody's hand and help them in a difficult situation, to speak up for someone unable to speak for themselves, to never be blinded by the passion of hate, to embrace challenges, to believe in your strengths and overcome your limitations, to imagine, to see what others cannot see and listen to what others cannot hear, to go through life without the plague of arrogance, and to never forget that we have not made it without the guidance of wiser men standing before us. Surely go out into the world and lead, but lead as human beings. And remember above all, the immense power of love. Eric Francis famously said, and in a world that will demand efficiency and pragmatism, the love that we've learned will urge us to explore whatever we encounter, no matter how mundane. It will allow us to take the ordinary and find the extraordinary. Class of 2015, we made it. Congratulations, and may you find success and happiness in all your endeavors. I think Wiz Khalifa put it best when he said, and that friendship turned into a bond, and that bond will never be broken, and that love will never be lost. It has been an extraordinary ride. Thank you all for making it so.
Thank you, Omar. Next, Ms. Dina Khalid El Sayed Mahmood, class of 2015, will now lead us in the singing of the Spirit of Aggieland.
Before I start, I'd like to say that we're so lucky to have you here with us tonight, Dean Michael, and we will truly miss you so much. And now I would like to ask you all to please stand up for singing The Spirit of Aggieland. The words are on the inside back of the cover of your program.
Thank you, Dina. Everyone, please be seated. Honored guests, thank you for joining us on this historic occasion. You're invited to a celebration reception immediately after this ceremony, and you'll see the reception area behind the audience seating a little higher up there. In just a moment, we're going to recess, and after the recessional, the graduates will return to the stage for photographs. After the official portrait is taken, you should feel free to use the stage area for photographs as you like. However, until the students have returned to the stage and have had the official class portrait taken, I would ask the audience to please remain seated. Once again, congratulations to each of you, class of 2015, 2014, 2013. All right. All of you bring honor to this university as our newest graduates and members of the Association of Former Students. Thank you, and have a very good evening.